Those are my words exactly. In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above and clear out of sight, it's the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. Well, there in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking light make the free Mexican Air Force Escalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange and innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of lies, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensibility.
My favorite line, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite line in the song.
The law wants it all because they think the wine we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of mind. That's why the free Mexican Air Force, Escalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah, yeah. Flying tonight. Okay.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toker too. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at? Yeah, been in your rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas, putting never fights on the tape. Coming at boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was famous. On the people sample like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke a little weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toker too. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the feet. Little block on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out, man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pan. Straps on my side, I ain't talking about no sand. Please pass me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like these guys always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, it's a fight game. Don't beef on the net and this shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Good evening. Thank you. One and all for stopping here tonight. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Tonight I get this little nugget of what they call do-si-do. It's a nice indica strain, man. Check out that bad boy. I put my hand behind it so it'll focus in here if we can get a nice little. Come on, man. I think the problem is I'm shaking over here. So there's a little bit of arthritis in my shoulder. But anyway, man, I hope you can see that beauty. That's a beautiful nug. It's almost like a hand grenade. Probably almost as deadly. But that's what I'm going to be indulging on tonight here. Yeah, I'm playing YouTube on a wing and a prayer over here, man. A wing and a prayer. I'll explain while I ease my pain. No pain at all, man. No pain at all. Life is good. Life is very, very bearable. Dig this, man. Very, very tasty. Almost like a chocolatey. If you can picture chocolate flavored tar, that's kind of like the getting these chocolatey aromas, kind of like a tarry on the way out. Coffee, chocolatey, nice stuff. Nice heady grass, man. And I was reading about it yesterday when I got it, and excuse me, leafy.com, and they have you tell them the strain, and man, they'll go back and they'll tell you where it came from, the origins, the cross sections, the pollination, everything about it. But they also have the medical positives of it. And this had pain relief, depression, and then it said eye pressure. I'm like, shit, because I just had some eye surgery. I don't know if I told you all, but yeah, I had some cataract and I had a lens implanted in here, man. I'm 20/20 again for the first time in my life, I think, man. I remember when I was 16, I couldn't pass the permit test to get my driver's permit. I had to go out and get glasses, man. I was all bummed out, man. I was like, But anyway, vision's a beautiful thing, and I have to take drops every day for a couple of weeks. And I'm reading this weed is supposed to suppress the pressure on your eyes. So anyway, man, God is good. God is good. But anyway, let me shout out any that came in here, man. Let me check it out, man. Iceman, my bro, the first guy here, man. Al Capone, bro. Shout out to you, brother. Robert Strout, salute, man. Salute, Robert. Oscar Prince, my bro. Salute. Two Matador, man. Shout out to you, bro. Nick M's Classic Boxing, man. And man, you go subscribe there because that's what it is, bro. It's Classic Boxing, man. You probably find a Darrin Van Horne fight on there, man. Shout out to Nick. Cali Box, my brother. Salute Cali Box. Another wizard of the boxing world, shall we say, man. He knows his shit. He's good with the odds, with the predictions, man. He's got a boxing glove in his head where his brain should be. So shout out to my man Cali. William Old School Arnett, man. Shout out to you. Impala. I like that. Impala. Salute, bro. Mr. Pads, my bra. Salute, bro. Robert, you can be honest, but be respectful up here, bro, or else you won't be. But anyway, man, we're going to have Darrin Van Horne. I talked to Darrin yesterday. I talked to him a couple of times, and see, Darrin's a busy guy, man. Right now, Darrin is he's training young kids how to fight, jiu-jitsu and boxing. And he told me that he was training him from 6 to 7, and he was going to jump in around 7:15, 7:30 when he got home. He's out in Kentucky. He's 20 minutes away from the less than that away from the gym. Anyway, man, he's going to be on in a little while, and I figured I'm going to see if that my usual crew pops up here. If because there's no usual crew in YouTube, man. I've heard people start carrying on. William Old School, my brother. Salute, man. Salute. I've heard them carry on grudges and stuff. People not showing up. And hey, bro, shit happens. This is life goes on. But I figure, until Darrin gets here, man, we can go over some of the stories of the day, of what's happening in this boxing world, man. I don't want to start rehashing the fights we saw this weekend because, man, we've heard that on every channel go over and over it again. But let's check out the heavyweight division a little bit, see what's going on here, man. Because I like what I'm seeing. I love heavyweight boxing, and Tyson Fury, man. The Suleiman says he's got till Friday to confirm if he's unretiring, and then maybe they're gonna take that WBC belt away and start some fireworks in the division again, man. But Tyson Fury, a true head case, probably one of the wackiest guys. Then we saw AJ this weekend talk about wacky guys. So, bro, I guess you got to be kind of wacky to lace those gloves up to become a professional fighter, so to speak. But man, that's gonna be really, really cool. See what's happening there because I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to the Deontay Wilder's return, bro. Helenius is looked at as an easy prey, but man, he's got quite the pedigree. If you look back in his record, he knocked out Sam Peter, Lamont Brewster. He stopped Lamont Brewster. I mean, he's got a more impressive resume than Deontay Wilder. And they're right around the same age. He's coming off two impressive victories. Deontay's coming off two devastating losses. And I mean, it's going to be a good fight because right now the parity is there, and you never know with the inactivity. Chick Nolte, my brother, salute, bro. Chick, I sent you a link in your email, bro. If you want to jump on, Darrin says he's gonna come on at 7:30. I hope so, man. I hope so. YouTube, bro. So. I'm happy-go-lucky, bro. If he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. But I haven't been burned lately in here, so we'll see what happens. Because I know how things can happen. Things go on. You forget things, man. Especially fighters. Damn. And we'll see what happens. In fact, it's funny because when I called him yesterday, I told him it was Bruce, and he's like, "Wait, Bruce? Is this the Bruce? Because there's a guy that I'm training named Bruce." And then there's Bruce, the guy from YouTube. And I said, no, this is Bruce Gann. Oh, Bruce Gann. Yeah, okay, bro. Okay. Oh, man, and we talked about it. And, and he said, Tuesday night fights, we're gonna tape it. But I don't know how to tape shit. And I kind of like this. I like the grassroots, getting down with the people, live, where we can make a mistake, where it's real, it's live, it's what it is. My brother for life, Trick Nolte. You know that, my man. You know that, bro. Trick is the man who introduced me to Darrin. Trick introduced me to most of the guests I have on here, and we'll see what's going to happen. But like I said, man, this Helenius and the Deontay Wilder fight on October 15th. This is big shit, man. This is going to make waves in the heavyweight division, because what else is it? Derek Bailey, salute my brother. Salute in here, Brent. Salute my man. So this is what we're looking forward to right now, man. And then we've got the Andy Ruiz and David Ortiz, Luis Ortiz. Sorry, man. Sorry. I mean, right there, we're gonna have such a shakeup. 10 are gonna become 5, and the fight we all want to see, man. Right now, we want to see them all get together, like Don King did it in the 80s, man. He threw them all in there, and it was like a battle royale, best man win, and the fights just went on and on, round robins and tournaments. But that's what we'd like to see, man. We'd like to see all these fighters, man, winners. Just keep fighting the winners. And I think that's what's going to have to be with the business the way boxing is today, because I don't see how these promotions can keep within themselves, how they cannot cross promote and get different avenues, but get different fighters in there, because it seems like a fight at lightweight we all want to see really bad. We were talking about it; it was almost there. The famous Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. We've been talking about that fight, and that would be a great fight, man. That would be that's a built-in rivalry there, But that's not the end all be all. That should be a stepping stone to once again. Boxing is never going to plateau out. Excuse me. Something stuck on my tooth. A piece of the shrimp I had earlier. That's gone. Sorry about that. That's the beauty of live TV. We would have edited that out, but what the heck, Yeah, and so and now we've got the Kambosos and Haney rematch coming up. What's going to happen there? Kambosos said he retires if he loses. I think he loses faster. But, boxing, whoever thought Kambosos was going to beat Teofimo Lopez? I didn't, man. I was like, whoa. And then 2 knockdowns. This is why we love this sport. That's October 15th, man. In Australia, in Melbourne. And those are cool because they'll run those. What did the last one start? East Coast time. I think it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And William Arnett, what's that, my bro? That fight, it's been on a wing and a prayer, bro. It really has. I want to see it. I've said it before. I said, how can boxing even look itself in the face without putting the best against the best? But I look at all the divisions, and that's what they're doing, man. So many fights that should have been and could have been now. This didn't happen back in the old day. In the old day, man. It didn't happen. It didn't happen any time until this crazy situation we're in. Jeff Lacerda, bro. Salute, man. Salute. But man, we'll give the Schoolboy a little bit. He told me 6:30. We'll see, man. We'll see. I hope he even remembers. I probably wouldn't. But I told him what we did here. I said, no, I don't even have any questions planned, man. I just kind of talk about shit I remember when he was fighting. Dude, I want to ask him about I think in 1985, I think he had like 15 fights that year, some crazy number of fights. It was like every 3 weeks he was fighting, something that boxers don't do today. And the man won 2 world titles, under 25. So, he's worth listening to, and we'll see what happens. But that's gonna jar up the 135 division, and the 140 division is just crazy. It's just crazy. So we've got fights can be made. Fights can be made. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. That's another one now. People are saying that's not going to happen. Too much business in boxing to be made. Too much. I guess too many palms to be padded. Too many contracts to be signed. I don't know. I have no clue. We're getting a lot of boxing, but the fights we want to see. I mean, they're giving us Canelo and Golovkin. I mean, we'll take it, but that's because we've been fed garbage, and now we'll take garbage. See that I've said it before. I come from the days of filet mignon. We get just great fights all the time, real easy to watch, and it just got to the day of today where fighters are just so franchised unto themselves where we're just not seeing the fights we want to see. I mean, there was never bottlenecking at the top like there is now. This is an insane world. I'm just forgetting a lot of these fighters because there's so many of them. And we remember champions. That's what we want to see. Unfortunately, we've got the 4 organizations that they've not. And I still, man, in the back of my head, I always consider the WBO as a minor league organization. I guess it's got as much prestige as the rest of them, but. Nice stuff. And that's this is at the 168-pound division, the super middleweights. Now I got my homeboy Demetrius Andrade. What did he throw he threw his WBA title in the belt today because he didn't want to face Janabek. I can't even think of his last name, so we'll just call him Janabek. And man, Demetrius Andrade, he's from Rhode Island. It's sad in Paula, but hey, and I don't know what to say because I saw Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns, two of the best welterweights in the world. Today, there'd be 4 of them in there. They'd have their own careers. Would these guys get together? But back in the day, they got together. We saw De La Hoya and Trinidad get together, man. We saw Whitaker and Chavez. I mean, the best fought the best, and right now it's enough to turn boxing fans so off, and new fans. I don't know where they're coming from because, man, I grew up I grew up reading these things, man. In fact, I got him to show my man Darryl when he comes in. This was our YouTube. Those things got read cover to cover, and that's how we knew boxing. And you had to be good to get in the magazine. Never mind make the cover. I mean, damn. Andrew Charles, bro. Salute to you, my man. Salute. But I'm talking like my brother Demetrius Andrade, and that's his name too. I hear Andrade, and he's from Rhode Island, man. He's down the street from me. His name is Andrade. It's like Band-Aid, lemonade, Andrade. So please, if anybody says that one of those crazy last names that they try to peg him with, It's not Andrade. It's Andrade. We have in Rhode Island we have Andrade's Insurance, Andrade Taylor's, Andrade Fish and Chips, Andrade everything, man. It's a real common name. I was gonna say I could open a telephone book, but I don't think telephone books even exist anymore. Those were, I mean, we used to know the trick: rip a telephone book in half. That was considered a feat of strength. Now people say, "What the fuck is a telephone book?" You know. But anyway, man, Demetrius Andrade threw his WBO championship in the trash can, and now he's gonna fight Parker, isn't it? What's the dude's name that Andrade's supposedly gonna fight? Which is crazy because, man, you know, over 10 years of pro, and believe me, Rhode Island, New England, we're a very, very rich culture for boxing. I mean, this is Rocky Marciano territory. This is Marvin Hagler territory. Vinny Paz. I mean, you know, this is when a boxer's from New England, bro. We embrace that boxer, and nobody knows who Demetrius Andrade is. They're gonna say, is that Andrade the fisherman? Is that Andrade the Taylor's kid? And, you know, unless you're a serious boxing fan now, because you know that's the middleweight championship that didn't go anywhere, and it's sad because, man, you know, we love Demetrius Andrade in Rhode Island, and he could have. I mean, he came out of the amateurs with everybody thought he was gonna do. I mean, the dude won 2 world titles, but how many world champions has he faced in the ring? I think maybe like none or something like that. Some fucking. Anyway, bro, Demetrius Andrade, I'm afraid you missed it, buddy. You're in your 30s now. You're in your mid 30s. You know, it's going to be really, really hard for you to you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight the best. I remember when you chased Canelo around last year, and you know, you should have fought Jacobs, man. East Coast. So many would-haves, could-haves, should-haves. I have nothing to do with the business of boxing. So all I can say is, Demetrius Andrade, I feel sorry for your career. It could have been something. It could have been an amazing career. I mean, right around the same weight as the Schoolboy. And it's the way boxing is, I guess. You know, guaranteed contracts. Yeah, Jenna Beck. It is, bro. It is Andrew Charles. You know, he definitely had his own style. You know, he could have beat any of them in his prime. And it's a career that's it's kind of gone now. You know, I mean, he can still get a few big fights, but man, you know, injuries, man. When you get old, look at Arthur Bitterbeef. He just pulled his hamstring out. Now, you know, Bivol fighting. So what's the dude's name he's fighting, man? The big guy. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. It'll come to me as the conversation goes on. But everybody wanted Bitterbeef and Beterbiev, and now Bivol and Beterbiev. Bitterbeef, Beterbiev is another one. And I've heard people ask him point blank, and he was like, oh, I don't know, I don't care. He's a Russian, man. So, but man, you know, that's another one who tore I believe it was a hamstring, and he's going to be out till 2023. Zulu Ramirez, there we go. Zerto, double barrel. You guys are, you must be sitting in the same room. Yeah. So you know, we'll see what happens in that fight, man. Everybody that I've talked to says that Bivol should have an easy time with him, but a lot of people are saying, why isn't he fighting Beterbiev? And because Beterbiev is on the shelf now, and that might be from age, you know, because believe me, Bruce Gass of 22 is not the same Bruce Gass of 02. You know, time does take its toll. El Pinche, salute, brah. So, you know, See, boxing is a young man's game, and these fighters, I think they're tricking their bodies, they're tricking us. They're playing with father time. Where these guys in the prime of their careers, they consider themselves just blooming, just still fighting 6 rounders and shit, man. Fighting 2 fights a year. It's crazy. You know, the great boxers, man. The great boxers. They came on the scene and they fought. They fought often, and they sharpened their skills. And maybe now, maybe these fighters are sharpening. Too much sharpening makes you dull. You need contact in that ring is what you need. Sparring. I don't know, man. I'm not a trainer. Every fight is different in that department. But I don't even know where I was going now. You know what I will do? I'll buzz Darrin Van Horne and see if he got the invite. See if he's gonna be stopping in. I got a couple of good fights pulled up and everything for him, man. And my buddy George Jakovic's not here. Matt Chad's not here. G5, Trick Nolte. I guess I'm going solo tonight. Solo pilot. It is what it is, my friends. Let's see. Let's see what's up. Darrin, Bruce, what's happening, brother? Not much. You going to be jumping on? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How? I sent you the link in your email. I'm on now, bro. I've been on for a half hour. We've been, just talking about you, talking about the show coming up, talking about boxing today. Anytime you get here is cool, man. You see the link that I sent you in the email? I sent you 2 of them. It'll be from it'll say StreamYard, I think, on there. It'll say invitation, invite to StreamYard. itsbrucegoes is what my email would be. Oh, I can imagine, man. Stay away from that Domino's pizza. That's it, my brother. Yep, and it should get you right here. There you go, my brother. Yep. You should be in here. You should be here in a second, man. I'm doing the show. I'm talking to you, and I'm waiting for you to come in here. So you. Hey, maybe you have to hang up the phone for your internet to connect. To connect to the show. Okay, what see what does it say? Does it say enter studio? Enter studio? Yep. Okay, yeah, all you gotta do is click that thing right there that says enter. I think there must be something on there to get in here. There you go. Click that, brother. We'll see what happens. The magic of technology, huh? Fucks me up all the time. Well, there's one more step for you to get on the show. Yeah. Because you should be in a thing where it says you should be seeing me, and it'll say the host can get you to the show at any time. Yep. Yeah, it won't cost you nothing, believe me. There you go. I accept. No. Connect to YouTube. No. You don't need to fuck with the screen. All you have to do is enter the broadcast. Bruce Gas. Yeah, exactly. Click that one. You, you click that link. It's two steps. Oh, are you on Google Chrome? Do you use Google Chrome for your browser? Yeah, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to jump in right there, man. It says it's blocked your camera and microphone. Does it have a thing to say allow mic and camera? There you go. Um, refresh it. Isn't there like a thing next to your on and off that says refresh? You can refresh your your. Yeah, maybe if you go back and then allow it, because I know when you first do it, you have to allow your mic and your camera. Yeah. Go back and try that again. But before you do it, I think there's going to be a thing that's going to say allow camera and mic, and you.
Join. Okay. Join without. I think it says microphone, but I'm not. Join without auto, dog. I don't want to.
Wow. Wow. I'm talking to Darrin on the phone here. I'll ask some people in the chat if they know. He's trying to get on here, and it says the browser has blocked his microphone and his camera. And how does he unblock it? Because I'm all right. Allow it. Yep. Wow, that's so. Somebody says security settings. I don't know what security settings are on a phone, but see, usually, I mean, if you could get on YouTube, right? And you know that the show that I do. Did you get the link I sent you yesterday of the show? Because I could just lay a link down in the chat, but I don't know if that would work. But you know where you're at. I would say just go from scratch and try to hit that link again that says StreamYard, and then where it says StreamYard, it's going to say entering a studio, and then it'll say continue on as, and you'll have your name on there. Usually you put your name on there, and it'll say continue on as Darrin Van Horne or whatever name you want to put in there, and then you're in the show. It's like a 3-step thing. That's why I got StreamYard, because it was so easy. I'm computer illiterate myself, man. A couple of years ago I couldn't even think about doing this, but I found StreamYard real easy. I don't understand what Safari is. Oh, I see. I wonder if it doesn't accept Safari. Yeah, because Google, it takes Google Chrome and it takes Firefox. All right, bro. I'll hang in there. I'll be on. You want to stay on the phone, or you want to All right, man. No, what I'll do, I'll put you on speaker so guys out here can hear you too, because I got about a dozen people or so anticipating over here, man. You don't mind, do you?
Go. Come on.
All right, guys, we're gonna try to get Darrin on here, man. I got him on the phone, and we're having a little bit of internet bullshit over here, but he's home with his lady, and his lady knows probably more about this than both of us combined. So we're gonna see what happens, man.
Got this. And I had it all ready to go, but then it said it won't connect. What are you trying to do? I just want to see this hair. Like
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get to he's got his on already.
It's what? FaceTime?
It's bunch. There's the damn session. First to talk on that. For some reason, it's not. See, his name. Hey, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah. My lady, you can handle this a little better than I can. And I'm thinking that maybe you can get her to go back a couple steps. She's probably going to redo it.
All right. Okay.
What are y'all trying to do?
We're trying to get him on the StreamYard link. I sent him an email, and it's got the link in there. And usually when people send them to me, I just click them on, and I get right in the studio after. Just it gets you in a room where you get your camera set, and then you just jump right on the show. So it should be like a 2-click deal.
Okay. Hi. Can you see me?
Let's see.
No, let's check your mic and camera. Okay, mic working. Unmute. Unmute. Let me see. What's your display name going to be? Darrin Van Horne?
Hey, I think we're in business here. Hand it to the ladies, man.
Oh.
Hey.
So your browser has.
You're in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna put you on the screen.
Oh, don't put me on there.
Well, man, get the schoolboy over here.
I'm here.
Hey, I can hang this up. Hey, look at that, man. Two minds actually we created the thing over here, brother. Hey, man, good to meet you. Good to meet you, Darrin, man. Good to see you face to face, bro. Your mic's on mute right now.
Okay, well, I'm getting here. The way I was saying,
I got the phone call on. I don't want the distortion. So we should be good, brother. Oh no. Well, he knows how to get back in, and he can call me back with that number. Damn. At least my 2 hands are free now. I can do a hit. This is crazy shit over here, man. And I saw people jumping in. Don't think I didn't see it, but I have a very, very limited mind here. I'm trying to get Darrin Van Horne back on here so we can go over some of his amazing career. Here he is, man. He's back again. Hang on a sec. There we go.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah. It cut off.
Well,
Can you see me?
yes, I can, brother. Can you see
All right.
us?
All right, good. Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you.
All right, man. Salute, man. A pleasure to see you face to face, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I just left the gym. I had the kids to train and get them all getting ready for some fights coming up.
Hey, if anybody in here doesn't know who you are, bro, I mean, I know who you are. I read you cover to cover, bro.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, hey, why don't you tell some of these clowns I got out here who you are, and tell them about the gold you had around your waist.
Well,
I don't mean clowns though.
The first one I got. I remember my first world championship fight was against Robert Bam Bam Hines.
Oh,
he was a real good fighter and solid fella. And I just happened to be on top of my game that day, and I was able to get a win on that, and then I went from there. that was probably, if I would have lost that fight, I'd have been I'd have got put back somewhere in maybe the top 20 or something. And then I would have had to fight people that were awkward and just people didn't hear of them or didn't know about them. But I was fortunate enough to be able to stick to my guns, and I had to fight him lateral. I had to box him. I didn't want to get in there and start slugging with him because he's a pretty strong fella.
I hear that, and I got that fight ready to pull up a little bit later on if you want to, man. We can talk about that one. But I mean, somebody, you started fighting, but you turned professional, bro. You were 15 years old.
16.
16, just turned 16.
Right.
I mean, dude, that's crazy. That is insane by today's standards. These kids haven't even learned how to wipe their nose yet, and you're lacing it up with killers in the ring for money.
My dad turned me pro when I was 16 years old, and he just said, you know what, we're just going to take our time and go about it the way we're supposed to, and next thing you know, we're going to have a world champion. And I'll be damned.
At 16 years old, man. And when did you realize that you could hang with these guys? I mean, dude, like you were saying, when you came in the ring, Sugar Ray Leonard was still in the game. Hang on, excuse me for a second. My brother G5, one of my co-hosts, he just stopped in. Darrin Van Horne. This is my brother G5. I want to shout out to him, man, and thanks for coming by, G5.
Okay.
Salute my brother Bruce. Mr. Darrin Van Horne, salute to you, my man. How you doing? Freeze up.
I think your mic's on mute.
No? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, G5. Darrin, I think your mic is on mute. I don't see it on mute, but
Right. Shout out to the chat. Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I think your mute is your mic is muted.
Uh-huh.
I can't unmute it. Only you can unmute it. Your microphone is muted, Darrin. Get the girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had the knockout of the year in '91 against John Jarvis.
Hello.
Yeah, did y'all already talk about that?
There we go. All right, man. Salute.
Yeah, I know it. I wasn't looking in the. Well, go ahead. So what are you guys doing?
Oh, bro,
on a Taco Tuesday.
A Taco Tuesday. I have the goods, so I haven't had a taco in years, bro. But man, Tuesday nights. That was Tuesday night fights, man. That's when we saw you. You fought in Bismarck. You fought in South Dakota on a Tuesday night fight.
Yeah, that was on USA Network.
Yep. And who was that against? That was was that Bill Bradley?
It could have been, yeah, it could have been. I can't remember back that far. Shoot, that was a long time ago.
I did my homework.
Who was the night fight? That
was Bill Bradley.
It was Bill Bradley.
He didn't want to come out for the third round.
Hey, it was Bill Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
I got it right here. Mm-hmm.
That's when I was first starting out there. I think I might have had maybe somewhere around 10, 15 fights at that time.
Mm-hmm. Now, how about the Gianfranco Rossi fights? I mean, I know they were losses, man, but see, I read that after you got knocked down in that first fight, you didn't remember anything, man. You didn't remember the fight.
I don't remember anything that whole day. When the bell rang, we went out there, and he hit me with a right hand that I didn't see coming, and I fell to the ground. Well, then I got back up, and I went 12 rounds, and I don't remember one thing about it. I don't remember anything when I saw the fight. I was just looking at it. It was just like as if you were watching me fight for the first time. I watched the fight, and I don't remember any of it. I was just kind of anxiously watching it because I didn't know how I was going to turn out or really um, if I was going to do very well. And he just he caught me with the right hand, and I went down. I got up, and I just couldn't remember anything. I couldn't do anything for the rest of the fight. I don't remember anything, nothing.
Mm.
And I didn't come to until sometime around 7 or 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah, I read in Ring Magazine said you were sitting in the lobby and you thought you were going to the fight. You didn't even know the fight was over. It was over.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anything. I like I told you, I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. He hit me with he hit me somewhere good with the right hand, and I went down. I got back up, and I fought for 11 more rounds, and I don't remember anything during the fight. Nothing.
Damn.
Wow.
I mean,
I know it.
this is a killer sport that we're in. And look at that kid over there, bro. How old are you now, Darrin?
I am 53 years old.
Damn. You look like you're about 33 years old. That looks like your son down there, and you look like a happy dad over there, man, bro.
Well,
At that age, was it butterflies? How long did it actually take you to acclimate yourself to being in front of these crowds like this, man?
Well, I just I had a couple fights early in my career that my dad put together, and I just it didn't really shock me. I was just kind of used to being in front of people when I was sparring and boxing, and it just wasn't that big of a deal. When I got into like Madison Square Garden and a couple of them big ones, that's when it started to get a little intimidating.
Now this was a I don't even know if they have title eliminators now. This was the this was it's weird now. There's so many belts and it's so confusing. What do you
Yeah,
think
I
of that
know it.
situation today? You follow boxing today, Darrin?
I watch it from time to time. I don't watch it a whole lot because I haven't seen whenever I'm watching TV, I don't see a whole lot of fights coming through at 68 or 75. Um, the same weight that I was in when I retired. See, right now I'm 220.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd have to lose almost 20 pounds, 20 or 21 pounds to get out of heavyweight division.
Insane, insane.
I know
Hey,
it.
let me shout out who came in the building, man. I neglected to do that. We were on the phone and stuff, and I want to thank these people because, man, it would be like we were talking to ourselves. And
Sure.
my buddy Mr. Shelton's out there, man. My brother D Ray, my brother Major Key Boxing, my man Big Duke's out there. Let's see who else came in while I was
Sure.
doing my stuff. My brother Tony Boswell, man. Shout out to my brother Boswell out there, man.
Sure.
BNB Boxing, my brother Brian, my brother Big Nick. I'm sorry, my mind is gone after all these years. JC, my bro, salute to you. Vivian Jennings, Queen, thank you for coming by. Thank you so much, man. And let's see anybody else come in here. El Chindo Boxing, salute to you, bro. We're talking to one of my heroes back in the day, man. Schoolboy Darrin Van Horne, man. This guy was a pro at 16 years old. I don't know if you can comprehend that, but I mean, I don't even think they let you drive now when you're 16 years old. And this dude's getting in the ring with killers. Now this was Bill Bradley.
I remember him.
I mean, he's a veteran, man. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a killer record, but he definitely has some experience under his belt. And this was up in Bismarck, North Dakota. Was this
I
on a Virgil
remember.
Hill
Yeah,
card?
I remember that.
Was this on the undercard of a Virgil Hill fight?
Yep. And I don't remember who Virgil fought, but yeah, it was an undercard show fight.
Yeah, he had some. North Dakota for a while they were quite the little hotbed of boxing.
Yeah,
But, man,
exactly right. I just remember I'm seeing this video here in the on my phone here, and it's it really I can't. I mean, how little I am.
Ah, how now? This was junior middleweight, wasn't it?
Yes, 154
154.
pounds.
And you were a student at the University of Kentucky too.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sweet black
Exactly.
pounds.
I had to
Plastic
whenever I
And we
had those
did
fights
2 of those.
that were way out of Kentucky. I just had to miss some school, and then when I got back, I had to catch back up.
did you graduate?
Absolutely, I got
Oh, yeah, they had the pack of game blue.
I graduated in 90 was 92.
Broadcast journalism, if I recall.
You're exactly
All
right.
man.
I'm watching this fight with this Bradley fella. I sure was a lot quicker than I am now.
Yeah, walk us through this.
I'm just saying, I'm looking at him, and I know that whenever somebody fights me, they have the idea that they're just going to come in and pretty much bulldoze me over, and then everybody gets surprised when I'm still in there, and then they get really surprised when I end up raising my hand because I won the fight. I was fortunate enough. I was just in real good shape all the time. It wasn't from luck. It was just I was in real good shape, and the guys I was fighting, I was able to move around and do what I was supposed to do.
Nice. Thomas Jones, bro. Thank you for coming by. Mrs. Knockout 86 TV, Mrs. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Thank you for coming in, sister. Appreciate it, man. Don't forget, hit your like buttons. We're in here talking to the former 2-time world champion, IBF Junior Middleweight and Super Middleweight. We're going to talk about that too, Bobby. Darrin, I'm sorry, man. I'm so bad. You got to slap me if I mispronounce names, because I mispronounce my brother's name when I'm talking face to face with him. But yeah, shout out to Mrs. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Appreciate it, man. Great channel. But Darrin, you had the super welterweight title, the IBF super welterweight title, and you didn't go near the middleweight title. You jumped 2 weight classes. Who does that, man? I think Vinny Pazienza did that, and that was.
So what happened was, after I lost that fight, my dad was telling me that after I lost that fight from Gianfranco Rossi, that I was going to have to scoot up a little bit and go up in weight class because I didn't look real good when I fought Gianfranco Rossi. So he just decided to move me up a little bit, and then I did. I moved up to 68, and then things went pretty good for me for a couple fights.
Man, that's an amazing, and you didn't even think about the 160 because that's a glamour division.
Right, exactly. I skipped. That's right. I went from 54 to 68, and at the time I fought the guy Lindell Holmes, and he was a super nice guy, and he was strong as hell, and can box and do everything. And I was worried about it, but I just thought, you know what? I'm already here. I'm getting ready to get in the ring, and I'm going to have to do the best that I can do. He was real strong, and I could tell that he can hit. So that's why I had to box those guys because I couldn't get in there and just slug with them because they were a lot bigger than I was.
You were a natural super welterweight.
Yeah. That's about right. So
yeah, this is
154 pounds.
This is like I would have recorded this on my VCR. I got the commercials and everything. Let's see if I can get by those. Yeah, there we go. The days of VCR. But yeah, this fight, man, he's trying to drop that right hand on you. You can tell he's pulling with that left. He's just trying to drop that right. Did you get that during this fight? All you got to do is slip that right, bang him to the body, and he's not.
You know what? At this age, just starting out, I just went in there and I just said, let's just see who's tougher. And I just went in there and started banging with him. I mean, I tried to get my win when I started to realize that some of the guys were really, really strong. I couldn't get in there and bang with them, so I had to box a lot more with them than I did with the other guys. And luckily enough, I had some speed with me, so I was able to get in and get out, and not get damaged.
This is a veteran that you're going up. How many fights did you have in this fight?
I think, shoot, I'd say, I think it was 53, about 53 or 54 fights.
Oh, and that's another thing, man. 1985. What did you have? Like 14, 15 fights that year?
Um, something, let's see, yeah, something like that.
I mean, it's
I had a lot of fights when I first started out because my dad was just put me in there with whoever wanted to fight.
now. Do you think that's a good idea, or would you do that today with a young fighter if you were in charge of him?
You know, it would just depend on what kind of personality he had. If he was a really tough, go get it type fella that just wanted to get in there and hook him up, or was really good and real slick, yeah, I'd put him in there. I mean, there's no reason in waiting if you don't have to.
I mean, it's shameful to see some of these guys today, 27, 28, and they're still contenders. Still haven't had a championship fight. They have, and it's sad to say you had 50 fights under your belt. These guys are coming in with 20 fights under their belt, and it's the business of boxing today. I don't know why I'm still a fan. I really don't, bro. But I guess it is what it is. We'll just never see fighters like you anymore.
Well, it's just my dad's the one that choreographed all that. He just gets in. He says, look, he would get on the phone, get somebody that's in the same weight class, and just put him in there and say, Dan, just do what you do. So I would just go in there, and a lot of those were just a lot of slugging matches because I wasn't a real good boxer at that time, especially at the beginning of my career. So I had to sit back and start learning how to be a good boxer because the more people that I fought and beat, the harder the fights were getting. So I was going to have to start learning how to fight, moving backwards and moving sideways, and trying to slip and slide because they were getting bigger and stronger every time after that. I couldn't slug with them. Because they were guys coming down from 85, 90 pounds, sweating down to 68. Yeah, they were much bigger than I was.
Oh man, you look
so young
in
here. That's a big drop, man. Shit. 90 to 68. Yeah, that's a nice little drop.
Yeah. How about
what it was is I just molded into the 68 because I got older and I got a little bigger. I think when I was fighting, I was weighing in. I never really had to worry about my weight, my weight or what I was eating. So I ate what I wanted to do and I trained like I was supposed to. And whenever I got in the ring, everybody was. All of them were always old, were bigger than I was. But I just figured if he was bigger than I was going to outbox him. If he was smaller than I was, but a smart fighter, I was going to have to bang with him. And so that's what I tried to do. And it worked out pretty good.
And Bill Bradley did not want to come out of his corner in this fight.
See, well, dang, you know what? I had kept all my videos from all the fights that I had, and because I've moved around so much, I've only got like about 3 or 4 of the fights. I've got a couple ones in Madison Square Garden. I think one of them in Connecticut, a couple of them in Louisiana, but I've lost a lot of them. And if anybody is listening to this, if anybody can get in touch with me and get my address, I'd like for them to be able to send me a copy of the videos that they've got of me boxing. There's a lot of fights that I just haven't been able to find.
Shout out to my brother, Random Acoustic Thoughts out there, man. Salute, rolling with the punches. And William Old School, my bro. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get that message out there, my brother. And hey, this is a fight that I think you're gonna remember this one, man. See if I can bring this one up. It's on YouTube out there, and man, I'll tell you, this was a fun fight. This was John Jarvis.
Oh yeah, Hey, that's another.
Oh man, knockout of the year.
Yeah,
fight right here.
He was tough as hell, and he walked into a right hand. and I was just fortunate enough to be there at that time, and it was over. I was shocked because his legs just fell out
Mm.
from underneath him.
You guys were like a couple of pit bulls, and all of a sudden, boom! His
Yeah,
eyes, he's counting the ceiling tiles.
I know it. I know it.
Skywalker, my brother, salute my man. Salute Skywalker Boxing out there, man.
Skywalker boxing.
Skywalker. Oh, Skywalker's a cool guy, bro.
Everybody.
That's the nephew of Bobby Chacon.
Really? Huh? Well,
Just goes to show you, man, that you never know when that blood's gonna be spread, bro. We got a lot of boxing royalty around here.
I didn't ever really worry about getting bloody. I did get bloody noses, and I think I got maybe a cut or two, small things. But I just blood is what made me really get up for it. When I was in a fight, and then somebody busted my nose or got me, busted it up, and it started bleeding a whole lot. I got a little savvy about it. I started really thinking about what I was doing. I started boxing, started moving around, got a little faster, started banging in there, and I just said, let's just see who's toughest. And that wasn't the smartest thing for me to do, because I'm in there with guys walking around at 190 on Sunday, and then they come in the fight at 168.
Now those are the days of same day weigh-ins too, aren't they?
Oh yeah, same day. Some of them. I mean, most of the time, my early fights, all those all the weigh-ins were the day of the fight, and then as the fights kept getting bigger or more popular, they would have it like the day before or 2 days before the fight, depending on how far of a trip it was for you to get there.
Tim says he wants to remind you his uncle was Schoolboy too.
Really?
Bobby Chacon.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that. You're right. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm. Did you get your name from Bobby?
No, I got it from my dad. My dad started out came up with Schoolboy because I was a sophomore in high school when I started boxing professional.
Now, how was that? How was that going through high school as being a boxer? Did you lose a lot? Did you get to go out with out to the dances? And
I got to go. I went to every darn dance there was, every dance that we had at our school, all the activities, the football games, all that stuff. See, I played football, basketball, and baseball since I was 5 years old, and then I moved up. As I got older, I played football at my high school, and I played all the sports. It's just when I got to be, I started boxing when I was 12. So when I was about 15 years old, right before my dad turned me pro at 16, my dad just said, I'm going to turn you pro, and you're not going to be able to play any of those other sports. I was a pitcher. I was a varsity pitcher when I was a freshman. I played football. I was a middle linebacker. I was halfway decent at them, and I just had to go about my business. I mean, I just went around and fought the guys that they put in front of me, and I came out, and I was fortunate enough to win them.
Sina, salute. Mrs. Skywalker, thank you for coming by, my sister. And
Salute
dude,
to Miss Skywalker.
right there, bro. I mean, for a guy that's gone out to dances, how about your diet? Were you like a natural? Do you have a naturally high metabolism? You burn that fat off, or did you have to be careful?
That right there was the solution to it all. I had a really high metabolism rate, so I got to eat whatever I wanted before a fight because I could always make weight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now this fight, you guys like I said, this was a pretty even fight. I think he even hurt you a couple of times in this fight.
I don't recollect it. I don't remember. But I'm seeing him. I'm seeing that. It's just I was real surprised too. I think that was the first time that I really got in there with somebody and I hit him with one right hand and he went to sleep.
Oh yeah, that was a beauty. That comes in a little bit.
Yeah,
And this was,
he was. Hey, I tell you what though, John Jarvis is one of them. I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy. The guys that I fought, they're all, every one of them was super nice guys. You know, they really were. I mean, I won, but they didn't take it out and and act real crazy about it and cuss and scream and all that stuff. They were all hey man, good fight, Van Horne. I'll see you later. I mean, I just respected that because some of them were really really good fights and some of them were not that good. But I appreciated the simple fact that they didn't just go in there and try to cut me up or something with their elbow or something.
we'd like to see more of that today.
Well, yeah.
Did you watch the heavyweight championship fight on Saturday?
No, I didn't. Who was it? Who was
That
fighting?
was Usyk and Joshua.
Oh no, I didn't get that. I wasn't able to see that.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest fight of the year so far. It was huge, but it was crazy at the end because I think Anthony Joshua might have had a mental breakdown or something because he was talking. Oh, if you get a chance to just check out his antics after his speech, running back and forth, it was almost like a WWE script. It was nothing would go on in your day in boxing. Believe me.
Yeah, see, I try to watch the good fights on TV. I just don't. A lot of times, I just don't make it. I mean, I like to watch the people that are up there, like Floyd Mayweather and some of those guys that came out of the Olympics and stuff. They're all real good fighters. You just what happens is you just need to catch somebody on your day, because if you get in there and it's not your day, you might get stopped.
Now, do you know that right away as soon as the bell rings, or do you know that before you even get into the ring, or when it's not your day?
No, after you get in the ring and you start moving around and hit a little bit, that's when you find out. Because I like to get in there and not move around and box a lot and just scoot around and move over and just kind of like not really do a whole lot in the ring. I like to get in there and just start slugging, and then that tells me there whether or not I need to stay in here and keep slugging, or I need to get on my wheels and start boxing this guy because he hits too hard.
And you only experienced that twice in your career. Am I not right?
Experience what twice? The losses?
Yeah, and yet, well, that feeling. Did you know before the Barkley fight, before the Gianfranco Rossi fight, that it wasn't your day?
No, I didn't, because I thought I was going to beat Rossi. I saw a video of his fights a couple times, and I thought, my God, I thought I was going to win for sure. Well, he's just a really awkward fighter for me, and he caught me with the right hand the first fight. I don't remember another bell ringing the rest of the day. I went the whole 12 rounds, and he was the winner, because then when I went back to go look at the fight, I looked like a zombie. I didn't know what I was doing when I was in there. I was completely on cloud 9. I didn't know where I was. I didn't come to until, and I think it might have been on ABC Wide World of Sports, but I remember them saying about the fight afterwards after the fight. They were talking about it and asking me some questions, and I didn't even remember the questions that they asked me. I just knew that I was out. I didn't come to until about 5:30, 6 o'clock, early evening that same day on a Saturday. I didn't come to. I was completely out of it until about, like I said, 6:30 that night.
Man, it almost seems that it's almost incomprehensible how you could go 10 more rounds.
Yeah,
10 more rounds out of it. You don't remember what's going on. You could have gotten killed.
I was completely out of it. I don't remember anything. I couldn't do anything. He would just sit there and punch. And I couldn't do anything about it. I mean, my body was just completely numb, and I don't remember. When I saw the fight for the first time, I was just so mad because I was just sitting there doing nothing. I was just letting him hit me. and I couldn't do anything about it. Nothing.
Shout out to my brother Con Shawnery out there. G Money's out there. Salute G Money 915. You got a question? He wants to know if Gianfranco Rossi was a dirty fighter.
I'm gonna have to say that he's I don't know if you necessarily say it's a dirty fighter, but he was just he did hit, you know what, to answer that question, I'm gonna rephrase it and say yes, you know what, I think he was a dirty fighter. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because he hit me on times when we were getting ready to break, or he was hit me with the elbow in between when we were real close, and I mean, I didn't think I was going to have any trouble with it at all, but I did, because he hit me with that one right hand, and then pretty much that fight was over. Because like I told you, it's like if I just give you a CD right there, like tomorrow, I see you and I give you the CD and you say, "Hey, what is this?" And I say, "It's me and you boxing yesterday." When you know we didn't box, but then you put the CD in and then you see us fighting. That's what it was to me when I watched it.
Con Shawnery wants to know what happens when you're in a fight in a fatigued state while boxing. Are you fighting from memory?
Well, it depends on at what level you are. If you're just starting to be a professional, that's one thing, and then it's much different if you're a 50 fight fighter, professional boxer. You've been through it all, so you can go and get by a lot of stuff, even though you might not be in very good shape. You're smart enough to be able to move and go from side to side, and just as long as you don't get stopped, then you can do all right. But yeah, it just depends on the fighter, how long they've been fighting.
What I was gonna say, can you explain, or explain to some of the people, like, how, if you get buzzed or get hurt when you're in great shape, how conditioning can help you stay up? Because a lot of people like, man, how did he take this shot? Because he's either has a good chin that comes into play, or either he's in great shape that where he might be hurt, but he's so physically strong and so in shape that his body refuses to go down. Can you
I tell
speak
you
on that
what,
a little bit about
yeah,
conditioning?
sure. I tell you what, I have figured it out that it's all about what you were born with. Yeah, the better shape you're in, of course, that's going to help you because you're not going to get hit as much. But let me tell you something: if you can't take a punch and somebody hits you hard, you're going down. And if you get back up and they keep hitting you in that same spot, you're going to go down again. I mean, just the big guys like Mike Tyson. You know, he's I think he was, I think maybe 5'10", 5'11" or so, and he hit like a mule. I mean, if he hits you, it's over with. Well, if you get hit by it, there was a couple of fighters that took a couple of his fights. I mean, took a couple of his punches and were able to stay in there for a little while. But then, ultimately they ended up getting stopped because he was such a good fighter that he pretty much stopped everybody there in his first in his early years boxing.
I got a question out there too, bro. Pigeon Mike Tyson. He wants to know if you ran 400-yard sprints for endurance. Did you do sprinting?
Yes, I did, but they were only for like 50, 75 yards.
Oh shit, man. We missed that knockout. We're gonna have to go back and catch that. We're gonna have to go back and catch this, man.
You probably did quite a few of them, though.
Check it.
A lot of those 50, 75-yard sprints, man.
Let's get this right hand, bro. I don't want to miss this again.
Here it is. Here it is, right here.
Oh,
yeah.
That was like bango. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like he was going in for a kiss with your fist. He's like, let me kiss that glove, and bam, ran right into it. I mean, smack dab into it.
That's the sweetest ending for a fight. It's almost like it's painless, It's beautiful. It's brutal. It's everything boxing should be. That one punch knockout. I love it.
Yeah, and again, I've told people over the years, it's kind of surprising, but like here, like right after I fought him, I went up to shake his hand and just talk to him. You couldn't have found a nicer guy. You know, it's just he knows it's just a sport. It's just a sport. He doesn't take it personally, and I didn't take it that way either. You know, we just do a job and go on about a business.
That's what. Oh. What was that? Was that a right cross or an overhand right?
Overhand right.
It was. That didn't travel 6 inches, man. That was like wow.
Yeah, it's like one of those short martial art punches.
Like
those short, not full extended punches, but it has so much force on it, and it stopped them. It was like a Mack truck. Bam!
Almost like the great Joe Louis used to end fights with, man.
Yeah, you know, I didn't. I mean, I used to watch those guys, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and those guys. But as we were getting more involved in the professional boxing and all the people that I was fighting, I used to just watch them at night and just to see, you know, the footwork and see what they did to make themselves better. Because I mean, all those guys, all those old timers had their stuff together.
Hey, this is some highlights, man. I wanna show this one. This was a great outing that you had, bro. This was this when you won the 168-pound title.
Yeah, that was against Lindell Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Another super nice guy. And from my understanding, I didn't know afterwards about. See, I had lost. After I won that world championship, I lost to Iran Barkley. Well, I found out. I looked through his stuff, and Lindell Holmes had beaten Iran Barkley, and I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Lindell was quite. He had quite the pedigree. He had quite the resume. Now you're banging him on the ropes here early in the fight.
I just knew that he was super strong, and I had to give him some distance because I didn't want to get in there and start slugging with him. Because like you know, he's just like he's probably a natural. He's just much bigger than I was, and I just I just had to move. And then so there I'm watching it right now. I'm trying to go after him, but I don't know if I don't know what I shoot. I don't know what he was thinking or not because. Every time I got inside and he grabbed a hold of me, I could feel how strong he was.
Man, you are giving him a severe beating in this fight. Wow. He's hanging on for life over here. And this is towards the end of the fight. This was a beat down. Oh. And this was did you have a prelim or an eliminator, or did you just go right into this title shot? I
think I just went straight in after that fight. Yeah, because what they were doing, you know, I was supposed to go in there and get killed because I'm coming up from 154, and as good as he is coming out at 168, you know, I was just supposed to get demolished, and I started to realize that I've got to give this guy some room. I mean. You know, he's super strong, and he was a super good fighter. I had to just make sure that I stay on my toes and box because I didn't want to go in there and start slugging with him. And then next thing you know, I started slugging there at the end of the fight.
And you got Cedric Kushner as your promoter. I mean, you must have been the target of all the promoters out there. Because let's face it, man, Darrin the Schoolboy Van Horne riding around the University of Kentucky in a Porsche, bro. I mean, you were hot shit out there, bro. I mean, let's face it, man. Did you have these promoters trying to get you like sharks, bro?
Well, I mean, I did have a couple guys that talked to my dad about it, trying to get hooked up. But Cedric Kushner he had done such a good job with me from the beginning. We had stayed with him the whole time.
Yeah, he God rest his soul. Cedric Kushner put on some great fights. Came up from South Africa with that invasion back in the 70s.
Yeah, Yeah, you're exactly right. And he was well connected with everybody in the boxing.
And in the rock and roll world too, he was putting on Led Zeppelin concerts.
Oh wow, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Cedric Kushner was he was in the family. Don Kushner, Cedric Kushner, they were huge in the entertainment business. But anyway, man, that was another great one. Now, how about I know there's one. I don't know if you want to talk about this one, bro. But this was that fight against Iran Barkley.
Yeah.
Now we talk about same day weigh-ins. He came in and he made weight. So how can he be a weight bully?
You know what? I wouldn't say my dad. I never knew what anybody weighed. I just knew that I went in there, I got on the scale, I made weight, and I left. Um, I never saw any of the fight. Early on I did. I saw them get weigh in, but as the fights got more serious and um, the fighters were getting better, I never saw them weigh. So I don't know exactly what they weighed when they walked into the ring. I mean, when I got in there and I fought Iran Barkley, he was 3 times my size. He's a tough. He hits hard. He's tough, and he's ready to fight. So if he was, I mean, it felt like he was 200 pounds.
Just do boxing. Salute my brother. Now somebody asked if you fought Vincent Pettaway. You didn't fight Vincent Pettaway, did you?
No, I never did.
You did.
I heard he was a good fighter, but he was I think one or two weight classes below me. I think it was at 147 pounds.
I'm gonna ask a cliche question here. First of all, who was the hardest punch that you ever threw? Who was that against?
The hardest punch that I threw?
The hardest punch that you threw?
Shoot, I would say that it would probably have to be John Jarvis.
Okay, yep, we saw that. And how about the hardest punch that you caught?
Well, I thought I could take punches pretty good, but then as the year started racking up, I probably got hit by I got hit by Iran Barkley with a left hook, and I went down. I didn't feel any of it. I said, I mean, I was glad I didn't, but I didn't feel any of it. So I would say that probably the left hook that he threw and made me drop. I got up. I felt fine. I told the referee. He said, Dan, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm fine. He said, I'm gonna let you go just a little bit, or and if not, I'm gonna stop it. And I said, okay. And we went in there, and he did that. He hit me with the left hook, and then I went down.
So shout out to my brother Scotty out there, man. Peace to you, bro. Anybody has any questions for Schoolboy Darrin Van Horne, man? Drop them in the chat, man, because he's over here and he's answering questions. And man, I spoke to Darrin last week, and I hadn't heard of him. I didn't know what he was doing, what he was at. And man, it's a pleasure to have him on here. Any of you guys, from the day, the late 80s, the early 90s, man, Darrin Schoolboy Van Horne. This is the days of Michael Nunn, Sugar Ray Leonard, Iran Barkley. This man was right in the mix.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do.
It's a pleasure you gave us this time, man. And let's see, man. Now, how did you end your career? You ended your career with W's. How did you know it was time to go? Most fighters leave with L's or several L's.
Yeah, I just realized that you keep crossing the road, you can get run over one day. And I started feeling where I just said, things would happen and I would forget about them. And I just started thinking about it. And I just said, is that because I've been getting hit, or is that just because I just forgot about it? And so I had been boxing already for 12 years or so as a pro. And I just figured, you know what, you got to stop someday. So I just, I don't even remember the last guy that I fought. But I just knew that as I kept getting hit as a fighter, I could tell that when I got hit in the head, I felt a different kind of response. and I started noticing that those responses were getting more prevalent. So then that kind of led me to believe that it was time for me to exit the game.
Wise, very, very wise. And you never had any urge. I mean, no, Sugar Ray made that comeback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you ever
I,
have any?
I was actually thinking about it a while back. See, I'm right now. I mean, I feel good. I still box a little bit. I get in there with some of the fighters, and I like to just to move around and get around. I don't. Everything that I did since I was 12 years old until about 24, 25 when I retired. All I was doing was boxing, and I did it so much every day, every week. It just got to the point where it was time for me to get out of it before I got really hurt.
And right now you're still helping fighters. You're training fighters. You're teaching fighters with jujitsu and with boxing. Well, how does boxing and jujitsu work out together?
They're complete opposites of each other. You learn how to fight standing up with boxing, and then you learn how to fight on the ground with jujitsu. And I work out over at the Four Seasons Martial Arts Gym here in Lexington, and it's under the Carlson Gracie Jiu Jitsu, and it opened up my eyes a lot. I mean, I've been doing it for about 12 years now. I've
Uh,
been doing jiu-jitsu. I'm a brown belt now, which is right under black, and it definitely opened your eyes about the stuff.
any regrets? Any fighters that you wish you had fought?
Uh, Let me think. Any fighters that I wish I would have fought. I really can't think of anybody. I mean, I didn't really not like hate any of the fighters. I didn't want to get in there and really hurt somebody or something. So I can't. There really wasn't anybody that I had in mind ready to fight. You know, I never really thought about that.
Now, how about a question I ask a lot of the guys on here? Who are the Mount Rushmore? Who are the heads that you're going to put on the Mount Rushmore in boxing? Your 4 favorite fighters, any weight class, any era.
I would say probably Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson.
That's a solid class right there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. They're all hella fighters. You know, they're all real good, and they got through it.
Hmm. Shout out to my brother Carl Hansen out there, man. Thank you for coming by. Teach my bro. Thanks for coming in, man. Mr. Mechanical, peace, man. Bugs Bunny, salute to you, man. We're kind of winding it down now. LAB, bro. Thanks for coming by, man. The Lost Art of Boxing. Q to God. Salute, brother. We're talking to the schoolboy Darrin Van Horne, bro. I mean, this was my era of boxing. This is when I grew up, and it's Darrin. I had you here for over an hour. It was a pleasure having you here, brother. I mean, and anything you want to say, or if you want to stay a bit longer, that'd be great, man. I don't want to impose too much on you, brother.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. I was just thinking, if a lot of people ask me, am I glad that I did what I did, or my dad put me in boxing? Did I really want to do that? I mean, I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I got into boxing. I'm glad I did what I did. I thought I did pretty decent. There's a couple fights that I wish would have went the other way, but it didn't happen that way. So I met a bunch of good guys that fought. They're all pretty tough, and we all kind of like just have like, if I was to go to New York and I'm at the LaGuardia airport, if I saw a fighter, we would just talk just like if we knew each other for 2 or 3 years, and it was just a good thing. I didn't really see a whole lot of the animosity between fighters and stuff. Just guys, just everybody knew that everybody was going after the same thing, to be a world champion and make some money. So everything ended up working out pretty good, and I was glad that I was part of it.
Another question out there: is boxing a better self-defense than wrestling or jiu-jitsu? And which boxing?
To me, I say yes, because but it's different because if you do boxing, if you know how to box and you box real well, you're not gonna have to go to the ground because when you're doing jujitsu, you're gonna go to the ground. They're gonna get you to the ground. When you go to the ground, you're gonna get all scuffed up if you're out there in the street. You get cut with glass and curbs and all that stuff. It's much better if you know how to fight, because when you stand up, that's what you do. You street fight, but it's fight with gloves on. Street fighting with gloves on. And so I wouldn't trade my jujitsu either, though. I'm glad that I was boxing, and I learned everything that I learned. But that jujitsu stuff is nothing to play with, because you learn how to do stuff on the ground to people, and just be able to dominate people there on the ground. It's crazy.
Yeah. One of my good friends, he a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We work together. And I asked him, because he a real calm dude. Like, he never gets rattled or whatever. Like, his patience and, his self-control and discipline, I guess it comes with doing jiu-jitsu. You have to learn to be patient, and it takes time, 10 years to get that black belt. So it took him 10 years at least. He's like, the only time he really had to do something when he went to a party, just kicking, and people started getting out of line. He was like, and he just jacked the dude up, put him in a lock so quick, and just took his breath away and just dropped him. And they was just like, damn, is that easy? He's like, well, I wrestled and I'm good at jiu-jitsu. So if I get you on the ground, I can pretty much break you if I want to. Because they specialize in those holds and the locks and pressure points. Oh man, jiu-jitsu, you're a bad man, especially on the ground.
You see, the wrestlers are they're all tough guys. They learn how to pin you. In jiu-jitsu, they teach you how to submit somebody, break an arm, break a shoulder, break an ankle, all that stuff. And it's a little different. The wrestlers, they're all super strong, quick, and they do what they do in wrestling. That's why they do so good. But the only difference is that in jiu-jitsu, you learn a whole bunch of different kind of moves. So I mean, some people like jiu-jitsu and some people like wrestling. So I can't really pick which one, because I never wrestled before. But to me, when I was doing jiu-jitsu, I felt like that was my wrestling, and I did all right.
Now, how about drugs and boxing, PEDs? Did you notice any of that when you were fighting? Because right now it's headlines, it's splashed everywhere. Fighters don't want to take drug tests. They don't want to give blood. I mean, it's front page news. Now you were on the front lines, bro. Was it? Did you see a problem with it? Did you see any fighters that were cheating back then? Or
not when I was there. No, absolutely not. They have. I mean, you have to go through all those, the urine tests and all that stuff. I never did indulge in that, just because I stayed away from it, because my dad would end up killing me if I ended up doing any of that stuff. So I didn't drink, smoke, or do any of that stuff. But I never really saw that stuff happening around my era when the guys were fighting. As far as the cocaine and all that stuff, I never really saw any of that stuff.
Oh, it was out there big. I'm talking about steroids.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. I mean, because see, in boxing, you don't get on steroids, because if you get on steroids, you're going to go up 2 or 3 weight classes, and you're going to be fighting somebody who is naturally at that weight, and you're not naturally at that weight because you've been taking them steroids.
Why do you think they're accusing so many boxers today of being on steroids?
They have different types of steroids. Some steroids are used to get real big. Some steroids are used to get lean. Some are used to look good, like if you're in a in a weightlifting competition or something like that. There's just there's various reasons why they would take it. take the steroids.
Salute to Slugger Sam out there. Yeah,
Slugger
no,
Sam.
I've been involved in nutrition myself for the past 30 years, and I've seen power lifters abusing. I've seen athletes abusing steroids, but it seems like in boxing right now, it's such a hot topic that it's so questionable. Even like the big fights. I don't know if you remember like Floyd and Manny. They were demanding that VADA is in there. I mean, it seems like maybe it's too much information. Maybe we're learning too much now with the internet on here now. But you're hearing performance enhancing drugs everywhere in boxing. I don't know if it's true. I think once you piss clean in a cup and you pass a drug test, I mean there should be no question about it after that. But for instance, there's we see these fighters with snack on their robes and on their hats, and that's Victor Conti. Victor Conti was arrested for steroids, and on top of that, he was arrested for showing how to cover up steroid use and pass drug tests, and now he's involved with boxing. So I don't know. You never catch any wind of that?
No, I didn't, but that's not good for the sport, of course. I don't know exactly. Like I mean, if people take it, they take it. They're the ones that have to suffer the consequences. I never that kind of stuff never really bothered me because I had to make weight and fight, and so that's all I did.
It was never an issue.
No, and it was never an issue.
And you never saw in the gyms. You never saw other boxers who were on it.
No, not at all. None of them.
Well, man,
my dad, especially,
hey,
my
that's
dad
good for
wouldn't
you.
let them fight. My dad wouldn't let them fight if they were on drugs, and they knew that if he came to our gym, you wouldn't be able to use drugs or do any of that because you can tell.
a totally different era.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't get that visual of seeing somebody or one of your peers doing it. Kind of make you just look at them different. Because I knew playing football out here in Texas, man. Oh, man. I knew people that, they were 185, 5'10". Then you come back 215, just muscles coming out of everywhere. I'm like, what in the hell? I was like, yeah, he got on that juice.
Yeah.
I mean, but we lifted weights heavy, but you could tell when somebody's adding on some extra, different results come out, especially when you're in shape and you work out hard as well. So you're like, man, where you get all these extra muscles from?
Yeah, but see, that's just the thing, though. You can't really do that, or you really wouldn't want to do that in boxing because it's going to make you, like if I'm at 54 and I start lifting, I get to be 80, I'm going to be stepping in there, and I'm still really only 154 pounds, but because of the juice, I moved up to 180 or something. Now I'm fighting guys who are naturally walking around at 180, and I wouldn't like to do that because those guys are solid,
And plus, your muscles need a lot of oxygen to be maintained. You gas out. You gas all the time when you're, the big muscle bound guys. That's not a boxer's physique. I mean,
Right.
It's just.
At this point, what's your normal walk around weight now, Darrin?
I am right now 220.
Okay, yeah, not bad weight.
I'm at 220, and I run 4 or 5 days a week. I haven't been running here lately because I hurt my knee. I got my knee worked on. I had a total knee replacement, and I'm going to get back to running here probably in the next week or so.
Good. Glad everything going well with me. Hope this is feeling all well so you can get back to, your normal scheduled program.
Well,
I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Now, before you came on here, you were training kids in the gym. Yeah. Now, do you train young kids or mid-level teenagers?
Yeah, like the kids that I trained today. One of them was 9, another one was 10, and then one of them was 13.
Get them on the right track.
Yep, that's exactly right. And it's amazing how fast those kids learn.
Man.
If they really want to do it. If they really want to do it and they pay a lot of attention to it, they get good really fast.
That's that even sounds rewarding to me, knowing that a two-time world champion is helping kids right now stay on the right track, because it's hard out there, man. It's zombie world out there, especially in Kentucky, man. You know, Kentucky had the opiate epidemic, and man, I've seen people that I don't even know who they are anymore because of this purge that's out there, and to keep them in the gym, keep them off drugs, away from guns. That's to be commended, brother.
Well, I was fortunate enough to have a dad that did not allow that stuff. You weren't allowed to even think about it, because if you did, you got smacked. He didn't mess around. My brothers, I mean, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff. Just mainly because when I was boxing, I knew not to do that because it wasn't good for me. But it's just now I weigh 220 pounds now. I lift weights, I run, and I feel much better. I mean, I've never felt bad, but I feel much better now. I mean, I'm bigger. You know, I never thought when I was 160, 65 pounds that I would ever get to be 220 pounds. I never thought I had the frame for it, but I've got it.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Well, man, like I said, man, I don't want to impose on you at all, my brother. It's been great talking to you. I'm gonna close this down, man. It's been an awesome show. G5, I appreciate you coming on here. Darrin Van Horne, bro, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Trick Nolte out there, I dropped him a link earlier. He was in the chat, but he works the third shift, man. God bless Trick Nolte for bringing you on here, man. You want to give him one last message, brother? We'll let him know. Anybody has any tapes of Darrin Van Horne fighting, please get in touch with me. I'll get in touch with Darrin. He lost his tape collection, and anybody out there, man, you know, share this video too, man. Share it with your social platforms, and we'll try to get this brother's his memories back in his hands once again, man. We'll try to get those fights around for you, because internet, man, there's so much out there. I had 3,000 jazz albums, a couple of thousand CDs. I'm throwing them all away, man. Everything I want is right on my phone these days. There's so much out there. I want to listen to Miles Davis. Play Miles for me, bango. I go running, I go jogging in the morning. I got Miles Davis playing. But I mean, I think we're just a little bit of effort. We can track some fights down for you, my brother.
Well, I would appreciate it. I really would.
Especially my friend Nick's Classic Boxing channel. He's got some good access to classic boxing channels. All right, my brother. I appreciate you coming on here, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, my brother. I hope we can talk again in the future, man.
Yep, just stay in touch, and I appreciate it, fellas. I will see you on another day.
God bless.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you very
God
much.
bless you, man. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. Thank you, my man. See you later. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Man, how cool was that?
Man, that was cool, man. Real cool.
G5, I'm glad he came up here, because they left me stranded over here.
Man, as soon as I peeled out and got the kids out of my hair, man, I was like, damn, I don't have my headset.
I was so busy, I couldn't even hit my Toker too. I had to keep my eye on the chat. I had to keep my eye on the fights coming on.
Oh yeah, shit! I got my stuff rolled up over here. You know, like certainly when they don't smoke, I like try to keep it respectful until like they give me the cue that they don't mind if you smoke or something like that, just out of respect for, you know, the fighter, the person, or whatever the case might be. So yeah, I had all my stuff. I just had it on hold. You know, depending when the fighters come up, man, I just like to be respectful. Once I get the okay and I see you hitting your Toker too, then I know it's all good. You know, so I'm reading their energy. I'm reading if you go ahead and do it, then I'm like, all right, cool. Bruce smoking, so it's okay to smoke then. Cool.
Well, man, I told Darrin, I says, we sit up there, we smoke a few blunts. I don't write any questions down. I just try to remember things to ask you from the top of my head. And, you know, it was a cool thing, man. You know, like I said earlier, I used to watch these guys. I used to read the Ring magazines. They'd be in there, Knockout magazines. I used to put the fights on Friday night, Tuesday night. And,
Damn,
and, then, and
Slugger.
then to have him come up and talk to us, bro. How cool is that?
Man. I mean, I just enjoy when they come up here and it's just like if you didn't let him go, he was just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where you could tell he didn't really feel like leaving type of deal. You know, you
I know
extend the
it.
hand, then when they don't come in, I know they really don't want to go unless you tell them that they're about to end it because he was enjoying the conversation. He was actually enjoying the conversation, man. It's good.
I hope he was, bro. I hope he was, because man,
Man,
I
can tell by his
had a
eyes.
great time. I had a great time listening to
Like you didn't see the smile, you didn't see the schoolboy smile on certain topics.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
yeah. So that's when you know that they're comfortable because their body language tell you that they're okay, they're comfortable, and they don't mind answering the questions that you're, you know what I'm saying, that you're hitting at or you asking. So, man, I just enjoy this whole concept, man. Oh, even if it's before my time, you know me. Once I find out a topic, homework is I'm already on top of it. As soon as you text me or let me know a topic, I immediately pull up anything that I don't know and I start just combing through it, you know.
Hey, bro, I have to do the same myself because I know these things, but I forget them. I got to pull up Box Rec, Wikipedia, and I'll say, oh, yeah. I remember watching that, so I can ask him about it. And like the Gianfranco Rossi fights and the Iran Barkley. I don't want to get too much into the Iran Barkley fight because you know, I like to stay on the positives. But you know, even like he said, hey man, you know, somebody's got to lose, and we're best of friends now. So man, you know, I could have shown the fight. He could have talked us through it, but yeah, I think it was great the way it was. Nice, cool interview, man. Not even an interview, just kicking around and
Conversation.
talking.
That was a nice conversation, man. If honestly, outside looking in, it looked like as if we already knew him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the look. That's what you want. The perception that it looks like, damn, they already have a relationship because they're just comfortable with each other. And that's how you would like for an interview to go. You want to look the feel and look like a conversation and a person enjoying themselves. And then the chat, you know, they feed off that energy too. Like when they see that the host is comfortable, like I could tell by the questions they ask in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying?
My brother Teach out there, 100%. You know it, my man. You know it. But I don't like to stay on for more than 2 hours when I do interviews. You know, I like to keep them. Kind of not short, not long, but you know, stay in that framework from 7 to 9. Just with this show. Other shows, I don't give a fuck. I'll run fucking 3-4 hours if I want to when we got people on the panel and stuff. But this one, I like to keep it. I hate to say professional because that's the last fucking thing I am, but a little bit professional.
No, you know, if you don't want to use professional, you're just using proper etiquette, like, you know what I'm saying, or decorum, or something of that nature. Just using proper interview decorum, I would say. You know, you can keep it going, but at the same time, you're respectful. Like people have lives that a lot of certain times you don't want to take up or overstay your welcome with the guests. You know what I'm saying? You want to let them get back to their normal scheduled program. You know, we just appreciative and blessed for the time that they take out, and boom, you just keep it going like that. That's pretty much, you know, I know that's how you kind of look at it. So me, man, I just sit back sometimes and just be a sponge, man. Like I enjoy this. Like so many of these Tuesday night fights, man, I've gotten so much extra knowledge just from the fighters themselves. Even y'all in the chat, Oscar, Khan. I mean, it's a lot of y'all like 15, some of y'all 20 years older than myself. You know what I'm saying? So like y'all know a lot in the chat as well too. So I read some of the stuff they ask and they saying in the chat. I'm like, man, shit, they own it. So shout out to the chat, to everybody that, you know, that participate in these interviews, man. Y'all help make the show dope as well. Cause you can, what if we run out of questions to ask? You look in the chat, you're like, damn, it's a good question.
Teach is right though, bro. Teach is right, man. He had that answer for that question. Why he got out of boxing? He felt it was, you know, his head was starting to hurt. He was starting, you know, he didn't want to end up fucking joggling his speech because he's articulate. He's fucking still sharp as a tack, but you can tell he's an ex-fighter, man. You know, he knows reality of it all. He knows if he started getting hit in the head anymore, he was going to go the other way, man. He wasn't going to be as sharp as he is. And that was that was a great answer, Teach, man. I caught that one too.
Yeah.
Out of the box,
Yeah,
boxing, my brother. Salute.
that one stuck out to me as well, Teach, because like the response that they give you at times, that lets me know pretty much kind of where how they viewed the sport of boxing, you know, and how
he
they
was
looked at
way
their
under.
lifestyle.
He was under 30 years old too when he retired. He was young.
OTB, what's good, my brother?
What a taste this Dosey Dough has. I'm telling you, G5. I just got it. Tasted like a piece of fucking Afghani hash I used to get back in the day.
Man, I got some. What did I go pick up? I went and picked up some cookies, man, and golly, man, this fucking batch is fucking
Cookies are very
remarkable, man.
popular.
I went back and got the same batch 3 days in a row. Bruce, you know how you get one of them and this smoke so good it checked every box that you're looking for. You like, shit, I don't want to get burnt out on it, but I need that strand again. I need that one again. And I think you had one of them like that you was like, man, every time I smoke it.
This bud is so sticky that I'm smoking right now. I think that would stick to the wall forever. See, that's the fucking THC in there, bro. That's fucking, that is fucking, that I gotta pry it off my finger. I mean, this stuff is fucking, that's fucking sticky, bro.
I use some of my baby scissors.
Yeah. Well, I would, but the way I smoke it is all I have to do is I just take it and make a little BB kind of out of it, you know.
Yeah. See, when it's real moist like that and it's real sticky, I like to break mine up in like little shit balls and just drop them on in. It help me conserve weed.
I put a hit of that in there.
Let me see. This the end of a bud. Some nice little old flowery bud. Brucey. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cookies, huh?
It's strong too. Like soon as I bought it, I was like, "Oh shit, this shit is fucking like an onion." I'm just now rolling me like the interview so good. It's like when it's a good interview, man. I have my everything, all my utensils to roll up and do everything, but I get so caught in the interview, I'll just leave the shit right where it's at.
That's why I like to roll them up before I get on. If I'm rolling, but that's a Toker too. I just make, like I said, little BB size, little fucking ball, throw it in there, and boom. I do a half a dozen of those, and I think I'm good for a show. Maybe a couple more, but especially the strain. This Dosey Dough is fucking kick ass. It was picked, I guess, right at the right time.
I remember when you told me you had got some of that. I said, "Oh yeah, I know about Dosey Dough."
My bro, Mr. Shelton's been smoking peanut butter.
Shelton. Probably he probably smoking peanut butter, bro. And that's some good shit too. That's some good shit.
Every time I see him, we always share what we're smoking. And he stopped in here tonight, and he's smoking the peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, Brucey. I got all my utensils right there, ready to go. A bunch of shit balls.
Yep. Well, that was the one I want to do right now to say goodbye to everybody that came in here. I appreciate it, man. Make sure you sub to my brother G5's over there, man. He's on every morning, 8 o'clock or before that, man. Check him out. I'm out of here, bro. This is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. I think I'm going to do, I can't even remember the next show I had planned, but I had a pretty good one planned. Roll through, bro.
Oh, Oscar. It's on Knockout Boxing 86 TV channel. That's what a debate me and Black and Brown will be having our debate at.
You guys are treating it like it's a fight, damn. It's crazy, man.
Now that somebody in the chat asked, I mean, people are interested about this stuff.
Yeah. People are crazy about that, man. That's gonna go down tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be, Black and Brown is a good guy. You're a good guy. Both of you guys know a lot about boxing. I don't understand what the debate's all about, but man, it's going to be some interesting stuff. And hey, I hope it all stays on top. I hope the fucking trolls don't start throwing shit in there and making more out of it than it should be.
It's over Canelo, so you know they're gonna come. So.
Oh well, I'll probably be there myself watching it, but I don't play those games.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's all fun and game. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun. You know, it's all
fun till it ain't fun no more, right?
Yeah. To me, I mean, I don't pay attention to too many, you know, what a troll say or anything of that nature. It's like I'm more concerned with you know, I'm not debating black and brown. I'm trying to make sure my debate is better than his debate that he's put down. You know, so. That's the thing.
I'll be watching the G5 for sure, bro. That's on Knockout 86 TV tomorrow at what time?
7:30 Central Time.
7:30 Eastern Time. Or is it 7:30 Texas time?
7:30 my time. So
all right, 8:30
y'all would be what?
6:30
8:30 y'all time, I believe.
Yeah. 8:30 my time.
What is 9:06 right now for you?
Oh, yes, it's 9:06. Yep.
Yeah. So it'll be 8:30 you guys' time.
Just go sub to them and put the fucking bell on, and you'll get notified and be over there, and behave yourselves. Because if I see anybody there starting any shit and you come over here, you're blocked.
I don't even worry about it too much. You know, it's just like, hey, people gonna say and do what they want to do. You know, I'm here to have fun, have a debate. I don't have any ill will or any quarrel with black and brown.
No agenda, no nothing. You just want to fucking
keep all good. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make your point, he's gonna make his point, and the audience will decide who made their point more eloquent.
Yeah. Like whoever wins, it's like I'm not like no hatred. Like shoot, I tap into to his channel if you know. If I like it, ain't no hatred. Like whoever wins, you know.
Fucking right, man. That's what it's all about, bro. You know, the only thing we can do out here is fucking bang our ideas off each other. That's a debate.
Then it's just good to just get a different feel than the normal 8-10 panel people and everybody just yelling and screaming and all that extra shit. Okay, if you feel like you want to, you know, go one-on-one with this person, well, hey, here you go. You have the platform, you have the setup. Here you go. You can debate the person you choose to want to debate. You know what I'm saying? You'll have your time to go, they'll have their time to go, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh yeah, okay, Slugger. Yeah, I got you. Hey man, I don't back down from no debates from anybody, man. But you know, okay, you the founder of, you know, UGBC. Okay, I got you.
UGBC. What the fuck is the UGBC? Underground Boxing Community.
Yeah, and I'm the founder. And I'm the founder of TWT with me and my woman. So yeah.
And I am the founder of Bong Smokers Anonymous over here, man. Anyways, man, thank you all for coming in here. I appreciate you hanging around and waiting for Darrin to come on here. I know we had a little bit of a little fiasco before the show started, but I thought that was a lot of fun. We actually, if we didn't do that, he wouldn't have been on here. He would have been trying to play with his phone, and the volume is blocked and the camera is blocked and everything else. He got home. Like my old lady, she gets me through some hard times, man. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes sometimes. G5 knows that, bro. We're all thankful we have a better half that sometimes we can rely on. So anyway, man, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. I am out of here. I appreciate you coming in here, man. Peace.
Peace out, my brother.